everybody. And I'm waving at the camera, and no camera is on, as per usual. Oh my god. One of these days I'm going to forget the camera is on and not wave. I swear to God. I have to be animated. I watch I'll swing my arms and knock my microphone off the stand. That'd be my luck. How are you guys doing?
Doing all right.
Doing fine.
All good. All good.
Oh my god. So what's this about gold painted fingernails, Mark?
Let's not go there.
Uh-oh.
I did it for the kids, okay? I did it for the kids.
Exactly.
We do it for the children.
Mhm.
Yeah, shut Loki.
Mhm.
What happened on karaoke last night?
Oh, that wasn't karaoke.
I know. Oh my god. We were actually tempted to go on karaoke last night. We were actually up. But I was like, no, I'm not embarrassing myself. Thank you very much.
I did.
I know you did.
Oh,
Oh my god, you guys. At least it's fun.
Yeah.
Plug for a Rambling Canuck and his karaoke time on Saturday night. So should we say hello to those who have joined us in the chat, hun?
Yeah, absolutely.
Who was first? Was it Chris or Colin?
It was Colin. Colin was
Oh,
first.
Colin was first. Oh my god. Yeah, because all I see is Chris. So hi, Colin, and hi, Chris. Jester of Sin is here. Let's see. Apollome's Minion, hello. Psychodwarf 9 chucked us a $5 super chat. Perfect timing. Starting my 10-pound of beef burgers. Oh my god. And the gaming group. Kosher salt, pepper, brown sugar for the rub. Oh, road trip.
That sounds good.
Does
my
sound
God.
really good. Oh my god. Who else is joining us, hun?
We've got Darth Hasper. And let me scroll down. Project Storytime, welcome. Good to see you. Jester of Sin, welcome. Oh. And again from Psychodwarf, thank you, Psychodwarf, honey. And home
oh.
fries.
Oh, homemade fries. Oh, seriously, road trip. I can't even eat carbs and I don't care. I just don't care. Pat S is hanging out. DD Myers is here. SRB, hello. And Clobbering Times, what's up?
Clobbering Times.
I was going to say, you have to say it, Loki.
Clobbering Times!
There you go.
That's it.
I just lost hearing in my left ear now.
Oh my god.
Big welcome to Speak for the Dead, Maddie's Daddy, Dee Dee Myers. Good to see you guys.
Hey,
welcome.
Guys.
And Robert Pearson, welcome. Good afternoon. Good evening.
Yeah, hi guys. It's nice for you to join us on I almost said Saturday. It's Sunday afternoon. Did everybody remember to set their clocks ahead? No. I forgot.
And happy Mother's Day to all the UK mothers.
Oh yeah, all the UK mums. Mwah. Happy Mother's Day.
Oh, it's Mother's Day already? Shit.
In the UK.
Yes, it is. Not for you guys. Not yet.
Not for us. We got time.
Oh, man.
Not yet. Oh my god.
Yes, Loki does say it best.
Yes, he does.
Oh my gosh. Thank you guys.
Thank you everybody for joining us today. We really appreciate it. And thank you already for the super chats. Of Battle Hymn 63, what's going on?
Hey.
Good to see you.
I think the next gig I'm going to get is like an announcer for people on YouTube. Oh, you need an announcer. What do you mean you need an announcer? Oh, contact this guy Loki. He'll announce you on your own show.
That's actually really a good idea.
The new Ed McMahon for YouTube.
Hey, Cardinal Sin, how are you? Everybody's waiting for the late droppers to just roll on in.
Yeah, welcome, guys. So we thought we reviewed all of WandaVision, so we thought we'd just kind of draw a line under it and do kind of like a retrospective, not so much a review, but what we think they could have done better, what we think we liked.
Well, have
kind
you
of thing.
heard they have come
Loki,
out?
you got a rumor.
Oh no, it's a fact now. It's a fact now.
Oh shit!
Beginning of they were just about to start filming episode 5 when they got turned off. They got shut down. The production got shut down. It was months before they came back. Limited crew.
Mm-hmm.
Extremely limited crew. You've got a limited crew working on pre-production. You've got a limited crew working on the production. You've got a limited crew working post-production.
Oh shit.
The care and the effort that went into the first 4 episodes was not seen in the last 5.
No, that I'd agree with. Yeah, there was a definite space mid-season.
Yeah.
And if you notice, there was a actor that was removed from the production because he was not available. They did not have the time to do the CGI and special effects on another character that is missing. Now,
Really?
I do not know for a fact who that was, but you've gotta guess it was Mephisto.
Yes, well, given what's been dropped, especially with the Funko, because Funko always drops spoilers for TV shows and films, I think that's a pretty safe bet for who they wanted to use.
It was
and
Mojo.
It was Mojo. It's okay. It was Mojo. We'll go with that, Mark.
Now, if you want a rumor, I've heard that they had Michael Fassbender on board, and he was the one that the scheduling conflict.
Yes.
So if that's true, then it's got to be Mephisto that they did not have time to do the CGI effects with. If that is true, they shot themselves in the foot. They should have taken the time. They should have delayed this show and done it right. Instead of the ending being as choppy it is, because you got to think there's some things that make absolutely no sense. Why turn Agatha into the neighbor woman if they were going to erase it all?
Yeah.
What was the point of that? That's like a slap on the wrist without there being a slap on the wrist.
Yes. Well, I say just before I do this, big thank you again to Psychodor for $5 super chat. Ginger teriyaki sauce and avocado slices for garnish.
Oh, you're killing me, Smalls.
I'm hungry. Thank you, Psychodor.
Thank you, Psychodor 9.
20 hours to Idaho.
Right? Mark, pick me up on the way. You got to drive through Dallas.
But yeah, like you say, the ending was really choppy. There was no kind of comeuppance for Wanda, considering the scale of what she'd done. And I'm hearing conflicting things about Evans's character as well.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard it. I heard they were originally going to try to cast the original actor for Pietro, not Peter. So I don't know if that fell through at the last minute and they went with Evans or Evan Peters rather.
That explanation of him makes absolutely no sense. That's another thing that you're like, wait, what? He's a dick.
Yeah.
But it doesn't explain where the powers came from.
Or why Agatha's basement is in his house. Why all that shit is under his house. Because that's his house. That's her neighbor.
Yeah.
That's the real neighbor. Right. He is the real neighbor, not the WandaVision neighbor, but the real neighbor.
Right.
What?
No, what?
What? And that's his house?
I don't get
What?
it.
And all of her that basement, that basement that looks like something out of Satan's, lair. That's his basement, or is that her basement?
Yeah.
So many things not explained. The shark bit was apparently the shark cartoon was because they could not get the actor and actress that were doing the commercials back in for that scene. What? Why? So you got to do
Why
a
did
cartoon.
Yeah.
You do a cartoon one that like doesn't go along with any of the other ones.
Right.
Yeah, that one really stuck out. And most of them you can kind of track where it was going, but even that one, it was like, well, what's this a reference to?
And the Halloween scene was filmed before they shut down production. Look at how many people are in a room together after episode 5. Look how many people were in a room together. In that dream thing with Wanda and Agatha where they're going through the history, there are never more than 3 people in a room together at the same time.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like, wait, what? And then after that, very rarely do you see like that. What the one scene where you see more than that is when she's going through town right before the big battle. Everything else is very enclosed, very sealed off, very put to the side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's all like that.
And now that you say it, those people were distanced as well when they showed
Mhm.
that outside scene after the battle. So that does make sense.
Yeah.
And who was what's his name's contact in the town? Who was this special person that Monica was calling that was going to be there to help her? It's like, guys, you left all this stuff in here, but you never explain any of it later, and nothing comes to fruition. Oh, I got a special person coming to help me out, and then it's like, wait, what? You got a moon rover? A moon rover? That's your special person that's going to help you out? Is the moon rover? The moon rover is going to help you, and it's just there's so much. There was so much there, and then no payoff.
Right.
And when they're sitting there warning you, when the guy who put this together is warning you, well, don't get don't let your expectations be subverted because so many people have thought about all this stuff. Yeah, I'm sure you guys were completely not writing everything down that people were talking about. Like, oh man, we didn't have that idea. Damn, oh, we didn't think about that. Damn. Let's put that in Multiverse of Madness. I'm sure.
Yeah.
This was a huge letdown. If this is phase 4, if this speaks to where phase 4 is going, it's like excitement letdown. Excitement letdown. Oh, really? Who's playing Hela in Love and Thunder? Oh, really? I'm not going to see this fucking movie.
Oh, did they recast Hela?
You didn't hear about that?
No.
Oh, Melissa McCarthy is going to be Hela in Love and Thunder.
You got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
I thought we talked about that last week.
I don't remember that.
Melissa McCarthy is going to be
Oh my God.
It's Hela. Oh yeah.
I'm not going to see it.
She could have played Mojo.
She's big enough to play Mojo. I'm not bad shaming anyone. I just hate Melissa McCarthy.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of hers.
It just seems that the humor, in quotes, coming from Love and Thunder is kind of coming from a very mean place. I don't think
great.
It's Disney, and it's why I won't do reviews for Disney anymore. This is the last show I'm going to review, and people might look at me and be like, "Are you crazy? All that news? Oh, I'll talk about Disney news. I'll talk about the shitty things their company is doing. I just won't review their products because I'm not gonna do that for them. I'm not going to encourage people to watch a show or get excited about a show and then have them shit all over it in some way, shape, or form and be like, ha ha, fooled you.
Psych.
I can't believe it, man. You like The Mandalorian. Oh, here, let me help. Oh, you fell for that too.
Again, psych.
Yeah,
Battle Hymn 63. What does he say?
I agree with Battle Hymn. He said I think McCarthy is only playing Hannah during the opening play, recapping Ragnarok, same way they did in Ragnarok. But it's still, it's still, what the hell.
So does that mean Loki's going to be alive after all, considering he was the one that instigated all that to begin with?
Loki's going to be a girl now.
Yeah, but I was going to say, even Wendy Vegas and there's a don't mess with Loki.
Loki's going to be a girl now. Let them do this all and let them. I am so happy to see them go completely woke and fuck up everything.
They're going to.
Well, I know it's not part of the current what we're discussing, but I am so glad Ryan Reynolds got his hands on Deadpool right now and usurped Disney. That's probably the best thing that we've heard anything about a comic book related movie coming out with the MCU.
With the latest, that's the best thing to happen. I'm glad he's got a hold of it and is keeping it.
Yep.
Because you can't Disneyify Deadpool. You just can't.
Nope.
Oh, they can try.
They would have tried.
Can try.
Yeah.
They can try. That doesn't mean you aren't going to get a PG-13 version out next Christmas that has what's his name from the Wonder Years back.
What's his name from the Wonder Years?
Fred Savage.
Fred Savage, yeah. Oh my God, I hope not.
Yeah, if they think there's money in it, they will do it just to sell more tickets.
But I mean, not for me. Wendy Vega. Nope, there will be riots. Jester of Sin. Lest we forget, get woke, go broke. That's right. That's right.
No, Disney's made its bed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you say it's fair to say then, with this first show that they did for the, bringing in the phase 4 of the MCU, they pissed off more than they could chew? Or do you think it was just really bad timing? Because like I say, the first 4 episodes were, excellent. People loved them.
Great.
Yeah.
I think it's a combination of both.
Yeah.
Yep, I agree. I think that you're hearing a lot of stuff coming out of Disney. The Kermit the Frog, I don't know if I shared that with you guys. The guy who played Kermit for the last 27 years got fired from Disney. He got fired.
He did.
He was handpicked by Jim Henson to be Kermit the Frog, and they did not give him any notice. 1 minute they are talking about making him a co-producer for the Muppets, and the next minute you are terminated. And they said they offered him a severance package and a place on like Disney's Legends or whatever, the Hall of Fame, Disney Hall of Fame, if he signed an NDA and did not discuss anything about his termination.
Oh my God.
So you don't know when this happened. If they let people go that were really instrumental in making this something, you don't know. All those people are under contract. So if they lost their jobs or they weren't brought back, if they said, well, we're only going to bring back this or this person, and they brought back nothing but just shilling SJW crap, maybe that's why. You don't know.
Well, that's kind of where the Muppets have gone. I mean, they disavowed the previous version of the Muppets that went before for this new version. So,
I'm sorry. I'm not going to watch the new shit.
No, I don't care either.
I tried to watch the TV show that came out a couple years ago, and it was just horrific. I was like, no. Muppets Go to the Office. It's like, oh, okay. Great.
Honestly, I would be inclined to agree with Loki. After what happened with WandaVision, everyone was really excited for it. We were having a lot of fun reviewing it, and I still did. It was fun to talk about. but it's completely killed any interest that I had in Falcon and Winter Soldier, which admittedly wasn't much. And even the Loki show, which I was kind of curious about.
Yeah.
I can take or leave now.
Yeah.
I had a bunch of people asking me if I was going to watch that and review it, and I'm like, guys, I don't think you realize that the show's going to mainly have a woman in it. It's not going to be Tom Hiddleston. Mm-hmm. She is in almost every single episode of Loki. Look at her casting information. She's in almost every single episode of Loki.
Right.
Tom Hiddleston might voice some stuff. You might get him for a second or two, but I guarantee you the first day of filming was his last day of filming.
Right.
Yes. Do you think they put all of his parts in the trailer? Because that trailer was very Tom Hiddleston centric.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes.
You didn't see any of the other Lokis.
Nope. They're getting you all riled up. Mm-hmm. And that's to get people to watch it. And if you have to lie in your preview, see, this is something that's going to follow Disney, and they don't see this. If you have to lie in your preview to get people in the seats, they will remember that. Oh, I don't want to watch that. Remember what happened with Wanda? Oh, I don't want to watch that. Remember what happened with Loki? Oh, I don't want to watch that. Remember what happened with this? And people don't watch it. Hell, they could make another Fantastic Four movie because people were still talking about how horrible the last Fantastic Four movie, and that was Fox.
Yeah.
People remember. We're still talking about caramelized bat nipples in 2021.
I think also people forget that that's kind of Marvel shtick. You know, you think back to the trailers for the films, you know, there's the stuff that they put in the trailers that wasn't in the films. There were scenes that they altered that were in the films that were in the trailers. This is
they did that.
What Marvel...
They kind of did that with Wonder Woman as well.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Don't get me started on Wonder Woman.
That's Disney in general. I mean, if you go back and look at the Rogue One, half the most of the trailer was not even in the movie. And you were expecting to see all that, and you got crap. Well, you didn't get crap, but you didn't get what you were expecting.
They cut a lot of Vader's time in the movie out.
Yeah, they did.
I mean, the TIE fighter scene would have just been happy. I would have been happy with the TIE fighter scene.
Yeah.
That one, because I went to the movie expecting to see that, and I was like, where did it go?
But yeah, this isn't anything new, but I think this stage 4 they are going to struggle with. I mean, several of their films should have already been out by now. WandaVision should have been out last year, if I remember correctly, and it got pushed back. Black Widow should have been out. Eternal should have already been and gone.
Yeah, we should have gotten Eternals before we got WandaVision, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
we've never seen anything about. I've never seen anything about the Eternals.
Mark, you bring up Star Wars. It's funny. That's kind of what we're getting.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't remember seeing that as much in the Marvel movies. I don't remember seeing it as much as we saw it in Star Wars. The previews, especially Rogue One and Solo. The previews that you never saw anything of that in the movie.
Yeah.
It was like it just all was gone.
Right.
And you were like, well, what happened to the scene where she's on the tower and the top, like you said, the TIE fighter? What happened to you see some things in the Marvel stuff like Cap dressed up in a certain outfit, but then in the movie he's in a different outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you see shit like that and you wonder, well, was that on purpose? Was that something to do? But you see that a lot more now.
Mm-hmm.
So are the Marvel movies going the same way as what happened with Star Wars?
Is this a trick that they've picked up from Star Wars?
Yeah.
And is the influence bleeding over into Marvel now?
It's a horrible fucking trick. If
it is,
it's a horrible fucking trick.
It's a bait and switch. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're subverting your expectations is what they are. I mean, they're making you buy into a product that doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
And it, like you said, it's a bait and switch, and it's really bad considering the fact the times that we're in right now, and you're trying to make as much money as you can off your cash cows, and you crap on the fans, I mean, it just doesn't jive well. And that's with any of them. That's with any IP right now, be it Star Wars, be it Marvel, be it DC. I mean, the people that are controlling it have no idea what they're doing.
Well, with what's gone down with the Star Wars and Disney crapping on the fans, I think a lot was being banked on goodwill coming from the Marvel side and the Marvel fans. Not that there isn't crossover between between the fans, but I think they were trying to distance themselves perhaps. But if they are going down the same route, that's worrying.
Yeah. And Wendy makes a good point. It's called China money.
Mm-hmm. Well, there was the idea that Mephisto wasn't used for that reason as well.
Yeah.
Measuring.
Well, have you ever seen the China version of the end of Iron Man 3?
No.
No? Mark?
No.
They're the ones who take the metal bits away from his heart and make it to where he doesn't have to wear the arc reactor anymore. Only China's medical expertise can save Mr. Stark.
Oh my God.
I'm not shitting you. You must come to China so we can remove the metal from near your heart. And that's what they do. Only China can save. Only China's technology and expertise can save Tony Stark from having to wear the arc reactor anymore.
That's what made Tony Stark unique. I mean, the arc reactor in his chest was keeping him alive for a reason.
Yep.
I mean, it wasn't there just to look pretty and hey, we'll just shove a new heart in your chest. It was there.
Yeah.
It was there because they couldn't shove a new heart in his chest. He would have died no matter what.
And Colin P. Smith's bait and switch tactics only go to show that they are aware of how poorly their crap would perform if they were honest about it.
That's the issue. They were honest about it. I mean, was it the director or the producer come out and say, well, this is the last episode and people might be a little bit disappointed. That's a really great way to sell it.
Yeah. Way to sell it, guys.
Well, upon further review, ladies and gentlemen, we realized that we kind of sucked there at the end, and we don't want you to get all hyped up and excited because, it sucks at the end.
So getting everyone all hyped up and excited and letting the cast pretend that there was this huge Luke Skywalker level mystery guest that's going to appear.
Yeah.
If Michael Fassbender had been there, I mean, I could have seen that. Could you imagine if at the end of that?
Oh my God.
Could you imagine if at the end of that, at the very end, when she's in that cabin, right? And she walks inside, because that's like her and her, she's got herself in like that alternate reality where she's
astral
reading
form.
In astral. Yeah, she's astral projection and reading the book. Could you imagine if when she walked in, Michael Fassbender had been there in his Magneto gear and been like, of course I'll help you get your boys back. And that would have been like, oh, wow. Fuck. Of course
I would have been
tripping. Get your sons back. Yeah. I mean, people would have gone absolutely apeshit. But no. We're going to say that she's more powerful than Doctor Strange. The Sorcerer Supreme's got nothing on you. So don't worry, guys, in the Multiverse of Madness, she's going to kick Doctor Strange's ass. Why do you even need to go and see the movie now?
Yes. Well, I can see that. I mean, even looking at her costume, it looked very much like Fassbender's from the films. It had that kind of aesthetic. So that I could definitely believe. And, obviously she's being set up to be a villain for Doctor Strange too. But, is she going to actually be beaten? Or is she going to come to, a realization and then she's going to switch sides again and she's going to be a hero and she'll be welcomed back after everything she's done?
And save Doctor Strange.
Save Doctor Strange.
I'm banking my money that Wanda's going to be a split personality and that the astral projection is actually going to become physical.
That's a good theory.
Because she'll find something in the Darkhold to overtake Wanda, and Wanda will just have her regular mutant abilities, if they ever did introduce her as a mutant or a mutate or
That's so cheap.
whatever. Yeah, but
Yes,
that's the way
they-
Disney plays.
it is.
I mean-
I don't even know if they're going to bring that in now. I mean, obviously we haven't got X-Men; they're just mutants.
Yeah.
But they did say in WandaVision that she is a witch, and we know that witches exist because they were
Yep.
mentioned in Spider-Man: Far From Home, because they keep
Yep.
talking about witches, which takes place chronologically after WandaVision.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, Pat S. I just gave him an idea, and you brought it to life in chat.
The Dark Wanda saga.
Yeah, don't give him any more ideas. You already gave him Rock.
Hey, I'm still
Intellectual
sore
property
about that.
theft.
Yeah, I'm still sore about that. If it had been green, I'd have been really pissed.
They can give him a green lightsaber.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
They could have
Okay.
done so much with this. Oh.
I think they did, I think they really did have something great planned. But like Loki was saying, and like you guys are saying, if they knew they couldn't fulfill what they wanted to do, then they should have either took time and delayed it again,
Yeah.
or completely scrapped the idea and rewritten it.
Mm-hmm.
Or even stopped at episode 5 and took a mid-season break and reshot everything.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
the
'Cause
BBC is
it's-
notorious about doing stuff like that. So why can't we join the crowd?
Yeah. And I think, is anyone actually going to care about WandaVision? Because we're not due Doctor Strange 2 until this time next year. Nobody's going to be
gosh.
talking about it by then.
Even if you got,
No.
even if we got Doctor Strange 2, say within 2 or 3 months, would you really care about WandaVision the way it ended? I mean, it's
Yeah,
a
I'm
dead.
Not
done.
really.
After today, I'm done with it.
It's a
Yeah.
it's a dead series. I mean, it
No,
ended.
it is.
It died. I mean, it died. It died the death of a fish out of water.
It did. It really
It did.
It
That's
died.
true, Mark. Hell
Who's
of a
going to go
picture to
back and
paint.
rewatch this? Who's going to go back and rewatch this?
I hadn't planned on
we talk about longevity. I did. When I saw that first episode, I was like, "Oh my God, I'm going to be rewatching this for a long time," and that's not the way it is.
I could rewatch the first 4 or 5 episodes, but after that, they need to be reshot.
Mm-hmm.
Is this
Start that kidney stone? Good one, Battle Him.
Is this the beginning of get rid of Kevin Feige and it'll fix anything? Because you've got this whole deal with Star Wars where it's like, oh my God, just get rid of KK and that'll fix everything. And that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. That's not going to fix shit. It's Disney. So if it's the same way here, and you can replace Kevin Feige, you can replace anybody, it's still Disney.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, Disney doesn't screw around with Jon Favreau, but it's like that's the only person that really seems to be able to get away and do whatever he wants to do.
Favreau's
Favreau's
on the way out the door.
Yeah,
You think
Favreau's
so?
on the way out the door. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to put up with the politics and the drama. He is a great filmmaker. He is. And I think they respect that. But at the end of the day, he doesn't want to deal with all the bullshit and all the politics involved. Because you really have to virtue signal out the ass. Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm sorry for stepping on you. But you know what's funny? The first movie I ever saw him in was PCU. And life is imitating art for that poor man with that movie.
Yeah.
Oh God.
It is.
So, or vice versa, art imitating life. I should have said. Sorry about that.
I think Swingers was the first thing I ever saw.
Yeah, I was at Wendy Vega just said Swingers, and that's what I remember too.
Swingers, yeah, exactly. For him at 63, once Falcon and Winter Soldier comes out, then the Eternals flops. Most people aren't going to care, and I think it is. I think from what I've seen, it's going to be woke.
Ugh.
The only way the Eternals are going to work is if they do the Fantastic Four right and they introduce the Celestials. And I just don't see that, or Galactus. And I just don't see it happen. We've already got Galactus once, and it was a total flop.
A storm. He's a storm.
Galactus Cloud, yes.
Oh my god.
Don't see the Eternals were a weird one to pick. I mean, the limited series was I read it and I enjoyed it, but it's a really strange one to pick for people who are for the casual fans. It doesn't fit for the casual fan at all.
It's even more weird than Guardians of the Galaxy.
Or
And
even
they really had to sell Guardians of the Galaxy, and that was all on the cast because nobody comic.
Oh yeah. I mean, I guess they're banking up on the obscure superhero team ups, but I would have gone with the Immortals and done the Immortals right before I would have done the Eternals.
Right. But they fucked it up.
Yep. And let Clobber and Tom run the Fantastic Four.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
Yes.
If there's ever going to be that it's got to go to Clobber and Tom, so he has to take charge.
Oh yeah.
And Justin Proper is here. He said he really enjoyed the show. Well, hey, Justin Proper, and that's cool. I really enjoyed it up to a point, and then it just got sad because you could tell that the coof snuck in and ruined everything.
Yeah,
just like Loki said.
I loved the cast. You know, I thought Elizabeth Olsen and Paul Bettany had fantastic chemistry together. Catherine Hahn, I loved.
Oh my god,
she really nailed that.
She nailed
even
the
though
role.
You know, everybody knew who she was pretty much from the first time the rumors started swirling. So this big reveal really wasn't a big reveal.
No.
It was Agatha all along. Oh, really? Really? You're going to do a whole fucking song and be like, we're going to rub your noses in it. It was Agatha. Yeah, we said that after the first fucking episode. People knew who it was.
We already knew it was Agatha Harkness.
God, but it was Agatha all along.
But like we were discussing, they could have gone so many different directions with so many of the characters they had there. I mean, the references alone and the commercials could have built episodes themselves.
Oh yeah, easily.
I mean, that's having Hydra and the Hydra's shown. I mean, Stark Enterprises. Well, Stark Enterprises not as much because we got our dose of Iron Man, but going a little bit further into the lore with Hydra would have been actually pretty good instead of what we got with just Wanda being a test subject of Hydra. I mean,
yes. Already pre-shot footage, it seemed like.
And then, you've got the Fenris twins, which you actually had them there, which that's one of my weird predictions, like Mojo, of course. But I mean, you had the actress that could have played one of the female Fenris twin, Andrea Strucker, the blonde-head chick that was the bitchy type. She could have easily been Andrea, real easy. But they don't read their source material, so
nope.
Mr. CCTV, the fans are so dumb. We'll get them with this reveal. You know what? I'm beginning to think that's how they actually see the fans. They don't. Although, like you were saying, I think Mark's brought it up as well, and Dave, Bob, and Sammy. Clearly they were watching people's reviews and taking notes. This was really aimed at the casual fan. This is aimed at people that have just seen the MCU films, to keep this going.
But even with what little comic book background I do have, because I have it from you guys, I'm looking at this and going, nope. You sold me at the first 4 episodes, but you lost me after COVID-19.
They should
because
have
you decided to rewrite and flesh it. You should have just stopped production, like Mark said, gone on a bit of a hiatus, like they do on the BBC, and then brought it back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, they should have added also another commercial with a big lollipop on it saying "sucker" down at the bottom of it. That would have been the coup de grace to this whole thing.
The sad thing is, you're not wrong, Mark.
Yeah, because I mean, the first 5 episodes, that you couldn't write better than that. That was on. If you remember correctly, I kept on saying this is better than The Mandalorian. This is better than The Mandalorian.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
boy, was I wrong
Oh, whoops.
when it got to the end. Yeah, we all make stupid mistakes.
Do you think people are going to get tired of this, though? I mean, we've had it with Star Wars now. We've now had it with Marvel. Do you think people are just going to get sick of having something promised to them and then having it kind of, whoops, next time you can have it. We'll take it away from you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it will be. And jumping over to DC, I'm really skeptical about the new Justice League release. I think that's another bait and switch.
It's not canon. It's not canon. I had to agree to make it not canon to even be able to make the movie. It's not canon.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, you're telling everybody that now. Why are you telling everybody that now? Like a week before it comes out.
I was going to say, doesn't it drop next week?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Next Thursday, I think it is.
That's going to hit a sore spot with a lot of fans. I'm not a big DC person. I read some DC titles. I used to read some DC titles, but you've got some mega fans out there that are going to be probably highly disappointed in what they're fixing to get.
Uh-oh.
I just don't see it.
I was afraid of that.
I just don't see it rectifying anything. And like you said, if it's not canon, why the hell even do it? Leave it alone. Let it die.
She could have awakened in a bed next to Bob Newhart and said, "Oh, it was just a dream."
That would have been better.
That would have been better. Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh no, go ahead.
No, you carry on. I'll get it in a sec.
Are we ever going to get to the point where anybody has done their homework? Anybody cares that much to do their homework? Because no one seems to want to even have someone who knows the history.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, I'm sure if Sam right now, was an expert on every single episode of Star Trek, and CBS came out with an ad in the paper that said, "We want someone knowledgeable in Star Trek," even if she went in and told them about all of her experience with Star Trek, knowing every episode front to back, being able, knowing the lines, they would go, "Well, you know too much. We only need someone who knows like a basic knowledge of Star Trek." That's all they want. Ship, space, flight. That's it. You're hired.
Yes, well, that's a good tie into what Project Storytimes just sent me, because he sent me the article about the writer for WandaVision. Jack Schaefer reveals that she was clueless about Marvel, that she doesn't really know about the comics, that she found it difficult to read comics.
What?
Yep.
Yeah, she said, and I quote, "Not a very good comic reader." And this is who's penning the story for WandaVision.
I mean,
that explains a lot now.
The biggest problem, and I'm not, I guess I am going to generation not, is this generation, the current generation they're panning to, doesn't have the ability to sit there and enjoy the story more than the big bang and special effects. Is everything's Michael Bay like now still.
Yeah.
I mean, big explosions, big time fights. I mean, give me a story any day over special effects, and I'll enjoy it. And that's what made Doctor Who so well back in its early times. It wasn't the special effects, because we all know it was cardboard cutouts and it was crappy, but the story and the acting is what got it across to the fans.
It is, yeah, and that's not how it is anymore. It's all about it's the message. It's about how can you preach to people to get across whatever message it is that you're trying to promote. Usually, it's a negative one at the moment, especially obviously. Doctor Who would be a really good example. So you could be the biggest fan in the world and you could go to them and say, "I want to write for you," but if your politics aren't right, you're not going to get in.
Yeah.
Well,
and Colin P. Smith makes a point too. It has to be watchable in chunks on their phones.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is so true.
Which is why you would have thought WandaVision would have been ideal, because it's only like half an hour.
Yeah.
If you trim off the 15 minutes of credits.
They trim off the credits, and then you got plenty of time.
You've got
watch it.
You've got two 2-hour movies. You've got a miniseries. That's what you've got. and they turned it into a season of a series that you're not going to get any more of.
Mhm.
Right.
Yes, which is kind of odd, because of all of them, you would have thought that this one would have had a second season, whereas I'm not sure about Falcon and Winter Soldier, but I think it has been on record to say that Loki's at least has 2 seasons that's being planned, which is kind of odd. So I thought all of these shows were kind of one and done, just leading into the next thing.
Yeah. I'm so disappointed.
Hey, Wompract.
Hey, Wompract. Too
It
bad
said
they didn't stick the landing with
Mhm.
WandaVision. It could have ended way better, and now all we got was blah. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. It was, I was, really? Really, Disney? You had to go and fuck this up that bad? Thank you.
Yeah, I think it might be a bigger problem than they realise, because there's what, a dozen shows planned centric to the Marvel universe.
Yes.
You know, everything from, there's the animated, there's the What If.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's ones we've already talked about. There's supposed to be She-Hulk.
Oh, I forgot about She-Hulk. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so not. Nope. That's another showrunner that hates comic books, hates comic book fans, has proudly stated they hate men. So I'm just out. I'm out.
Yeah.
If Disney wants to hire people that hate comic book fans and hate the source material and hate all of that, we lost Mark. Maybe
Yeah, I would
they
say
hate
Mark
too.
disappeared into the abyss.
Rock got Mark.
There he is.
We got him.
We got him back.
And they do, but I think at the same
And
time,
I'm
it's kind of like what we've been saying. The only way that we can get this to change is by closing your wallets. And I think that's probably what we're going to have to do, unfortunately. I think I don't regret reviewing WandaVision. I had a lot of fun doing it.
Me too.
But I don't know. It's just kind of left a disappointment behind. And I don't really want to keep reviewing shows that I know I'm not going to enjoy.
Yeah, I'm not suddenly not looking. I was looking forward to Falcon and Winter Soldier. I'm not anymore. I wasn't invested in it. You know, I could watch it, I could not watch it, you know, either way, but I'd planned on watching it. Same with Loki. It's just like, now, no, you've ruined it for me. Nope. He for She-Hulk can get lost. Thanks, James Andrew Morrison. I forgot about She-Hulk, to be honest. That was it seemed like it was on and off the table.
Yeah, I think that one is probably down the line, but it might be one of those ones that they kind of push forward.
Yeah.
It's not, even though I like the character, it's not a show I'd particularly be interested in, because I don't think, one, they can do her justice, and two, I know. Hey, Mark.
Poor Mark. And he's back.
You're back.
I'm sorry. My
That's
connection
okay.
just went
That's
haywire.
Abby Smash. Oh, I'm sorry. Hulk Smash.
Disney found me.
I knew it.
Bring it up the Mojoverse. They took him down.
That and Rock.
Rock's pissed because of his IP was taken away.
Yeah, which IP?
Yeah, really.
Yes. I have a bad feeling about the other Marvel shows. It's like, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, and Colin had said that earlier too. I mean,
absolutely. I'd agree.
We keep hoping for better, but that we always end up disappointed. That's why now I'm worried about Doctor Strange too. I'm worried about Volume 3 of Guardians of the Galaxy. You know, it's
Especially-
like, what do you... Go ahead, Mark.
No, I mean, I was just agreeing with you about Guardians of the Galaxy, especially if they knock Chris Pratt down in it.
Which is what they're trying to cancel him still.
Mm-hmm.
So, stop! For God's sakes.
They'll get their way. They always get their way with Disney. Disney loves living on its knees, drinking that communist Kool-Aid and that green soy milk.
Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
No, thank you. Because I was so prepared to really go all in with WandaVision, and they just so disappointed me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
It's like you could watch my face just get sadder with each episode, and even Generally Simo Hefe hasn't seen the last episode. He's heard what I've had to say about it, and he's just like, yeah, no.
Anybody out there who says that, well, Loki, you've just completely given up. No. As long as these IPs are under Disney, this will continue, which means only one thing. Someone has to get these IPs from Disney. You want good Star Wars again? It has to be removed from Disney. You want great Marvel movies again? It has to leave Disney. That's just the way it is.
I'll be right back.
So,
okay, hon.
Is it a case now that Disney's just a company that's rotten, but they need to basically start again from the ground up, especially with these huge IPs?
I think they have to.
To its roots, it's rotten. It's rotten to its roots. Yeah.
I feel like they have to start over because, start over from the point in which they purchased these IPs. I mean, or like Loki was saying, just give it back. Get it out from under the Disney mantle.
Mm-hmm.
And let people actually do the shows the way the shows are supposed to be done. Not Disneyify them.
As fans, were people excited when Disney took on these IPs? Because I'm trying to remember back to think, was I excited? Or were we kind of very, very cautious anyway?
I knew I wasn't when they took over Star Wars.
Yeah, Star Wars would be the big one.
There's always hope George Lucas can buy Star Wars back.
I was pissed at Lucas for selling.
Well, at the time, it seemed like a good idea considering the fact the money that Disney could put behind it.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
I mean, when they took his life, they took his life, basically bought his life and destroyed it. Yeah, that's when it got really bad.
Yeah.
Same with the MCU, but most of the important figureheads probably didn't care after that point, considering the fact that whoever owned Disney, I mean Marvel at the time when Disney bought them out, they were all gone by then.
Yeah.
Well, Marvel's in a bigger problem because of the state of the comic books. The only thing that's really keeping Marvel going, or has been keeping them going, is the MCU.
Yeah.
And same with DC. Both these companies have the same problems, and it seems to be across the board. Project Storytime, it says, I wasn't happy when they got Marvel. Thought Star Wars a great fit. Silly me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't happy when they got Star Wars, and I really wasn't happy when they bought Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm like, here we go.
I was all right with them buying Star Wars at the time, but hindsight's always 20/20, and now you see what they did, because the amount of money Disney could have put into Star Wars, we could have had something phenomenal, and we got something lacking very badly with what they gave us, except for Rogue One. And
Rogue One is the exception.
And a solo story, if it hadn't had Star Wars attached to it or Han Solo attached to it, it wasn't a bad movie for what it was, but when you add the characters to it, that's what made it bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you think having an IP like Star Wars or like Marvel would be a license to print money?
Yeah, pretty much.
Love these things. It's crazy how you can kind of destroy a legacy so damn quickly.
What, 10 years? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
a generation's all it took to wipe Star Wars out. And the MCU's had its ups and downs, but I mean, there's some strong parts to it. But at the same time, we're getting the weak part to it now.
Yeah.
Well, imagine being there and saying, why is this not working? And not opening your eyes to the fact that it is the way you are running things and the people that are running them and the stories you are telling that are wrong.
Mm-hmm.
It is the people at the top.
Yeah.
Okay. We talk about Disney like it's like this evil, the whole thing's this evil thing. But in reality, it is the people at the top and it is the people making these decisions. KK is not the only one that is killing Star Wars. Her bosses are killing Star Wars. When George came out and was like, they're a bunch of white slavers. Disney just nothing but white slavers. He is talking about the people at the top and the decisions that are being made.
Mm-hmm.
It's not all KK.
No.
And it really, really pisses me off when people do nothing but point at that woman and say it's all her. Like if you get rid of her, everything's going to be hunky-dory. Because I guarantee you, there will be a giant party in the fandom the day she gets fired. But shit's going to be worse after that.
Oh yeah, nothing's going to change. You know, people think that this is, they can wave a magic wand as soon as she's gone. Everything's going to be back to
it's
sunshine.
Disney. It's Disney. Disney is the problem, and Disney's the problem with Marvel.
Yeah.
Well, they'll give it the appearance that everything's fine, and all it'll be, like you just said, is just another corporate shill in the spot to take her. It'll be another person to fill her shoes. It won't be Favreau or Filoni. That's too dangerous for Disney to let them have any kind of control.
Yeah.
I mean, they're I don't know. I'll just shut up. But
no, you're right. Disney have built their own kind of basically an echo chamber. You know, if you're not on the same hymn sheet, you're not going to be heard. And we've seen this before. And I think, as we were saying, the only way to get back these IPs and to get back to, to what the fans love is to just cut it all off and start again. But that's not going to happen.
Well, it's sad when the second best science fiction movie that they have is The Black Hole.
Oh, that's really sad. Yikes, man.
If you think about it, The Black Hole is their second best sci-fi show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I liked The Black Hole when I was a kid, though.
Tron, though. Tron, they did really good with Tron.
Well, Tron skirts the edge of sci-fi. Well, I guess you could say it's sci-fi. Yeah, Tron would probably be their best. But was Tron Legacy? Was Tron? What was the second one? Legacy. Was it a Disney movie or was it?
Yes.
Or was it outside of Disney?
It was a Disney.
I actually like that movie too.
So do I. I love the soundtrack. I've got Mondo's blue and red disc vinyl.
Cool.
Yes, I love the soundtrack to that movie.
I've got to admit, I've never seen it.
Me neither.
You've never seen Tron?
I've seen Tron.
Okay,
Legacy.
It's not Legacy, really. The Grid. Yeah, you watch it. It's a popcorn flick. It's a fun popcorn flick.
Yep.
Don't go into it with more expectations than that. Just be like, okay, I want some kick-ass dubstep or not dubstep. Daft Punk. I want some kick-ass Daft Punk. I want some cool shit to watch and just have fun, and you'll love Legacy.
Yeah, the bar scene is excellent. I love the bar scene from that.
Yes, libations for everyone.
Yes. I really think you two would enjoy the movie. I mean, you kind of have to have a back knowledge of Tron, but it kind of stands on its own after a certain point when you get through the movie.
It's been a while since I watched Tron, so I'd have to watch.
Yeah, I'd have to rewatch Tron again,
and then I'd watch it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or just read the Wikipedia insert and then watch the movie. I mean, you just have to have a basic knowledge of the characters. Is really all you have to have.
Okay.
I'll give it a watch if you guys recommend it. I'm always up
Highly
for
recommend it.
new films. Oh, and Colin, yeah, it's YouTube. I'm sorry. It's still happening.
Yeah, it's still happening. I'm checking back in on it here and there, and it's just like, oh my God, the bots are always at it. It's like, come on.
Colin got popped.
Messages are having to
Okay.
be reposted because they're getting deleted.
Yeah, the bots are out today, apparently.
They found me.
They
Let's run.
they
Loki.
found Mark and his golden
Loki.
fingernails.
Loki, hide me in Valhalla. I gotta run.
Oh shit.
Dee Meyer says it's a group effort to just it's a group effort destroying our Star Wars. They dangle it and keep repeating if nothing gets done or nothing or changes. Yeah. It's just like, stop.
Yeah, it's convenient to blame KK, but like you were saying, okay, so she's the figurehead, but it's not solely her. You know, whether she leaves or whether she stays or leaves, it doesn't matter. You know, Star Wars is not going to change.
No, not at all. All right, guys, it's top of the hour. It's time for us to wrap this up. So, do we want to give this a number or just say fuck it?
Oh, I'll give it a number. I'll give it a 5.5.
Yeah, I was stuck at about 4 because I was so disappointed with the last episodes.
Wow, am I fixing to have the high score? Because I'm gonna give it a 6.2.
Wow.
Just because of the first 5 episodes, because it had me completely wrapped up.
Yeah.
I'd give it a 5. I like the cast. I think they really tried hard with it. The budget, when it was there, you could see where the money went. I thought some of the fight scenes were really good. But yeah, it just fell down after episode 5, which was a real shame. And it really put the nail in the coffin, saying, "Oh, well, you're probably going to be disappointed, but watch it anyway, please."
God,
yeah.
It's sad. It's so sad when you hear something like that and you're just like, really? Is that where we're at in our entertainment, where you have to apologize beforehand? Wow.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This is gonna suck.
Valheim does have a good point. What was said about I give it a 1 for showing kids that you don't have to answer for your actions. That much is true. I will agree with about not having repercussions for the actions and the damage that you caused. I'll lower mine down to a 5.7 just because I was reminded of that.
Yeah. Budget Story Time says 5 out of 10 plus 1 for Elizabeth Olsen and Paul Bettany. Yeah, I can admit they were really good, they really do have chemistry together. So 6 out of 10 in total.
Oh,
concerning what Battle Hymn said, you actually had the showrunner like make an excuse for all of that, because he said, okay, so you're gonna have to remember she's grieving and she's a woman, so it's okay, because this show's about grief and grieving, so she's grieving and it's about grief, so it's okay.
So she's emotional and irresponsible because she's a woman.
Yeah.
Okay,
she's a woman. It's okay.
Mm-hmm. It's okay, because that's just how we are.
Okay, kids.
No, you don't have to be responsible. You don't have to be responsible for shit. And that's what they want you to see, is that you don't have to be responsible for shit.
I'm just shocked that I agree with Josh 2 times in a row today. This is
I know,
scary.
that's crazy. That's insane.
The fact that I gave it points to the fact that she walked away. I'm surprised they didn't have her go, well, you know what? I'm going to keep all these people here and they're going to be under my control because I want this. But thankfully, we're in the age where family and children don't mean shit. So she let all that go and walked away because, that's what you're supposed to do, is walk away from your family and the things that are most important to you, because family's bad.
Yes. Family's bad, yeah. And if she'd held on, she really would have been a villain. It's because, even though technically she didn't get any comeuppance for what she did, she also didn't continue with it. So that makes it okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, God. On that note.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Thank you, boys, for being with us today.
Oh, yeah, it's the last time I'll talk about it.
Same, I think. It was fun to do, but, yeah. Sorry, Disney. Another
Sorry,
one.
Disney. Yeah, we've
lost
packed it in.
Yeah.
You know who I feel really sorry for? Steven Seagal, Fat Steven Seagal. I do feel sorry for him.
Yeah. Yeah. He deep dived hardcore.
He went down the rabbit hole and went deep, deep down the rabbit hole, and he had some pretty good theories, and I hate it for him.
If you watch this at 1/10 speed and look in this corner and you're like, son of a bitch, dude.
Well, Purple did the same thing a couple of times. She's like, did you catch this, this, and this? I'm like, holy shit, I missed all of that.
But that's the fun part of it, It was the actual deep dive. It was like a puzzle. That was the fun bit. But once we got past that, and we got out of the whole sitcom phase of the show, it just turned into a generic kind of, basically a cut-up MCU film.
I think Bat Stevens said it is a Where's Waldo book that takes out the Where's Waldo.
Yes.
So there's no Waldo in there. There's no Waldo in there. It's all
still searching for it, but he's not there.
Still looking for Waldo.
He'll find Waldo before I find Mojo, so. Disney.
You watch the next show that they announce is going to be Mojoverse now, and Mark's head's going to explode.
I won't believe it.
No, he won't believe it.
What have you guys got going on?
Yeah, what do you guys got going on this week?
I believe I have a members stream tomorrow. It's going to be tomorrow at 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just the normal Monday show, and then we're going to have a members stream tomorrow at 4 o'clock.
Okay.
Cool.
Besides harassing everybody in chat,
I think
on Loki's channel and
there he is
on y'all's channel week. I don't have much going on, but we did. Mary, I just like to pop in that Mary did kick off her Extra Life campaign. She started it early this year.
Yes.
So sorry to shill it out on your show. If you can't everybody go by there and check it out.
We will. Absolutely. We'll start putting the link in the description as well.
Oh, and if I could say one last thing real quick.
Yeah.
We're gonna give tribute to Mark C tomorrow on Tuesday night on the roundtable. Okay. So guys, if you could please be there. The show is going to be a tribute to Mark C. We're going to talk we're going to talk a lot with Clobber and Times, because Clobber and Times knew him better than any of us. I talked to him a little bit before he passed away. I think the last thing he sent me was a naked GIF of Scarlett Johansson, which I was very thankful for. But we're going to have a tribute to Mark C on the roundtable on Tuesday night. So
okay,
I'll be there.
Cool.
All right, guys. And tomorrow
that'll be on Clobberin. That'll be on Clobberin's channel, not mine.
Oh, on Clobberin's?
Yes,
okay.
That'll be on Clobberin's channel, not mine. I wanted it to be on Clobberin's channel because he knew Mark C better than any of us. So.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
It was going to be on Heiress of Chaos's channel, but it's not. It's going to be on Clobberin's tomorrow.
Okay.
They swap.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. And
thank you for that.
Absolutely. Rest in peace, Mark.
Yes.
That was such sad news. But on a high note, guys, we will be back tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. You can also catch us in the chat on Stone Loki's channel. Loki's Mornings of Mischief. every day at 8 a.m. Central Time. And that's it. That's the end of WandaVision, guys. So we will see you tomorrow at 10.
We will. Thank you, guys, and have a great rest of the weekend. Thank you,
Take
Loki.
care,
Thank you,
everybody.
Mark.
Thank
Thank you,
guys.
ladies.
Thank you for having me.
Bye.